Tēnā koutou katoa, nau mai, hoki mai ki TŌKU REO. Ko Raimona taku ingoa.
E pewhia ana koutou. I'm Raukura and we're back with our second revision episode of the week.
That's right, Raukura. This is where we're going to look at all the stuff we've covered in yesterday's episode, from the grammar to the kupu hou.
Let's not beat around the bush and check out our first section looking at grammar.
Take it away, Raukura.
Grammar.
You love it.
Katipu, kaora, hei!
E hia o pene. How many pens do you have? That's where we started things off yesterday. Here is where we used e hia to say how many in Māori. The subject or the item or thing you are asking about comes at the end of the sentence and is preceded by o, which is our plural word for the English your. Let's check out 3 examples from yesterday. E hia o pereti. How many plates do you have? E hia o puka puka. How many books do you have? E hia o peke. How many bags do you have? Our response to this question was just as simple. Hia was replaced with the answer, or in this case, a number. And o was replaced with aku, our plural word for my. So how about those examples again, this time with some answers. E hia o pereti. E rua aku pereti. I have 2 plates. E hia o puka puka. E ono aku puka puka. I have 6 books. E hia o peke. Ko tahi taku peke. I have 1 bag. E hia can also be used to ask someone how old they are. Tau, the Māori word for year, is also used for age. In the layout of our question, tau follows o, like our following example. E hia o tau. How old are you? Our response is the same layout as our previous examples. That means the word hia is replaced with your age, and o changes to aku. Have a look at this. E hia o tau. E waru aku tau. I'm 8 years old. Don't forget the rule of e applies here still. Let's check out 3 examples where e is used. E hia o tau. E iwa aku tau. I'm 9 years old. E hia o tau. Te kau mā waru aku tau. I'm 18 years old. E hia o tau. Te kau aku tau. I'm 10. Now that we've got our grammar out of the way, let's check out our roleplay footage back to back.
Hey Maria, is there anything I can do?
Oh yeah, can you grab some plates, please?
Do you have enough for everyone? E hia o pereti.
E ono, there should be some in the cupboard.
Oh, yep. Here they are.
Oh, and can you get some forks too, please?
E hia o poka.
Te kau.
What did you guys get up to today?
Oh, I just picked my tickets up.
What's that for, bro?
I'm off to California at the end of the month.
True. You going to Disneyland?
Don't be jealous. I'm going with my tuakana.
Raimona, e hia o tau.
Rua te kau aku tau. Why is that?
For a minute there I thought, e rima o tau.
Katipu, kaora, hei!
Now it's time for my favourite part of the show, the 100% full-on Te Reo Māori conversation. This is where we get some of our native speakers to show us just how things are done using both the grammar and kupuhau from our episodes. You will see our Te Reo Māori footage twice. First time through, it's your job to pick out all the kupu and grammar used. The second time through, we'll see the used grammar and vocab pop up on the screen. So let's check it out.
E hia o tamariki e te whaia.
Whao ko tamariki.
E ko wai anō rātou
Ko
ingoa.
tipiro piha. Ko rūpata waha waha. Ko aki nihi te aka. Ko hare o hara.
E tikana te rā kupu ki te pātatu e hia o tamariki. I te pātai anō toko maha o tamariki.
E hia.
Toko hia.
E hia kei te pai. Kei te
E
pai
hia
ki
kei
te
te
pātai
pai.
mai e hia. Nā te mea nāhau te pātai.
Kia ora.
Ai.
Pai anō no ki te pātai atu
Ko te toko hia.
Toko
Mea
hia.
ana kei te ui koe. Kei tū atu o te whā e te rima rāne. Ka pai ka atu.
ai.
Pātai atu.
E tikana. Toko hia o tamariki. Hara i te pātai kia koe tonu. E hia o tamariki. Ngari toko hia. Whānui ki atu te pātai hia.
Whānui te whakaro.
Ai, whānui ki atu te whakaro.
Ai.
O marama taku mōheo i tēnā kupui. E nā kupui ai nena. Toko hia.
Now for our second run through. Watch carefully to pick out our learning points.
E hia o tamariki e te whaia.
Whao ko tamariki.
E ko wai anō rātou
Ko
ingoa.
tipiro piha. Ko rūpata waha waha. Ko aki nihi te aka. Ko hare o hara.
E tikana te rā kupu ki te pātatu e hia o tamariki. I te pātai anō toko maha o tamariki.
E hia.
Toko hia.
E hia kei te pai. Kei te
E
pai
hia
ki
kei
te
te
pātai
pai.
mai e hia. Nā te mea nāhau te pātai.
Kia ora.
Ai.
Pai anō no ki te pātai atu
Ko te toko hia.
Toko
Mea
hia.
ana kei te ui koe. Kei tū atu o te whā e te rima rāne. Ka pai ka atu.
ai.
Pātai atu.
E tikana. Toko hia o tamariki. Hara i te pātai kia koe tonu. E hia o tamariki. Ngari toko hia. Whānui ki atu te pātai hia.
Ko whānui te
Ai,
whakaro.
ai. Whānui ki atu te whakaro.
Ai.
O marama taku mōheo i tēnā kupui. E nā kupui ai nena. Toko hia.
Coming up after the break, Raimon is back to get us through our kupuhau. But before we do that, here's another look at this week's dialect segment.
A katoa rehe can it can represent a negative. It means a person who stands out for some reason or other, but it can be in a negative sense or in a positive sense, depending on how you are describing that person. But certainly that person is apart from others. But there are many other words like that, like autaia, nehe, and it depends how you use the word. But there are also other words like Māori, that a neutralising word that describes a person, no particular connotation on the person, not yet anyway, and if there is, then the terms go back to that autaia, katoa rehe, and there are many, many other words.
Katipu, kaora, hei! Katipu, kaora, hei!
To reinforce what you're learning on TŌKU Reo at home, visit our website at www.tokureo.maori.nz. On the homepage, you'll find a link to episodes. Find the episode you'd like to swat up on and click it. Here you'll find a summary of what's in that episode as well as a list of interactive exercises down the right-hand side. Here's an example. Back at the homepage, you'll also find links to the other Te Whanake resources, more exercises, a forum for TŌKU REO viewers, and a free online Māori dictionary. Have fun, kia uru! Here's our words again with some images to further help you guys with remembering them. Now, you'll see the image followed by its pronunciation and spelling. Rorohiko, computer. Ipurangi, internet. Imera, email. Trainer, train. Boti, boat. Pikitia, picture or film. Muri, the rear, behind or after. Waka, canoe or vehicle. Epu, container or bowl. Tarakihana, tractor. It's time to check out our native speakers once again, this time using our top 10 kupu so far. Now remember, try and pick out all the kupu that is used from our list. Don't try and understand the whole conversation, just focus on our kupu.
Haunei, ko hau te tai tangata hoki tonu ki te kāinga i ngā wā katoa kau aku mahi, ngā rāhaka tā ka hoki amatuko whānau ki te kāinga. Ka mutu e pāmu tāmatu i te kāinga, ka nō pāmu mātu e trakihana, he ahatu, he ahatu. Ka mutu, kau he wai o te whare, mā te ua ke tō wai e homoi, he tramu, ke waho e tuana, na matu nukai me tari atu e ipu ki reira, tā ka haka kia ki te wai. Ka mutu ke muri i te waka, e homa pe he te tini o te waka, pakaru e tītari tari ana i muri i te whare, tērā āhua noho, ina hoki au ki te kāinga. Hoi rote aku mahi piki tia nei, ka haere huri no i tau, ka haere marunga treine, marunga waka rererangi, marunga poti. He rerekera watu taku ao mahi i te ao o te kāinga. Nā ka haere ira haere ka orau i te rorohiko, i te ipurangi me te imera. Engari, tai kaumanua ki te kāinga, hoki tana atu ki te wā kāinga no hai, kia tāi taku manoa.
Now let's check if you were able to pick up all the words. In the second showing, the words will pop up on the screen.
Haunei, ko hau te tai tangata hoki tonu ki te kāinga i ngā wā katoa kau aku mahi, ngā rāhaka tā ka hoki amatuko whānau ki te kāinga. Ka mutu e pāmu tāmatu i te kāinga, ka nō pāmu mātu e trakihana, he ahatu, he ahatu. Ka mutu, kau he wai o te whare, mā te ua ke tō wai e homoi, he tramu, ke waho e tuana, na matu nukai me tari atu e ipu ki reira, tā ka haka kia ki te wai. Ka mutu ke muri i te waka, e homa pe he te tini o te waka, pakaru e tītari tari ana i muri i te whare, tērā āhua noho, ina hoki au ki te kāinga. Hoi rote aku mahi piki tia nei, ka haere huri no i tau, ka haere marunga treine, marunga waka rererangi, marunga poti. He rerekera watu taku ao mahi i te ao o te kāinga. Nā ka haere ira haere ka orau i te rorohiko, i te ipurangi me te imera. Engari, taikau manoa ki te kāinga, hok ki tōna tu ki te wā kāinga, no hai, kia tāe taku manoa me taku wairua.
Katipu, kaora, hii!
Let's now take a look at some old kupu that we've shown in a previous episode. Now, I hope you have been practicing at home. So, you'll get to see 10 words, both pronunciation and spelling. Here we go.
Kai, food or meal, kai. Whare, house or building, whare. Ra, sun or day, ra. Kaumātua, elder, kaumātua. Po, night or darkness, po. Tōku means my, referring to one item, tōku. Reo refers to language, voice or dialect, reo. Koe. Koe means you, one person. Korua. You, two people, korua. Koutou. You, three or more people, koutou.
Katipu, kaora, hii!
Wicked. Okay, now that we've seen our kupu hou, it's time to check out our word of the week from Te Taura Whiri. And after that, Raukura is back to help me out with today's exercises.
Our kupu hou, new word for today is niko. Well, actually, it's not a kupu hou, it's a kupu tawhito, an old word, being brought back to life in a new context. Niko is the traditional word for wild cabbage. So the next time you sit down to eat your kai and cabbage is on the menu, perhaps instead of calling it kapiti, the more commonly used word for cabbage, and a transliteration, you can now call it niko, cabbage, niko.
Katipu, kaora, hii! Katipu, kaora, hii!
To access the podcast, go to www.tokureo.maori.nz and click on episodes. Choose your episode and move the mouse to the right-hand side of the screen where you'll find a link called Podcasts. Click this link to download TŌKU REO podcast to your iPod, MP3 player, etc. With video, audio and exercises, you can brush up on your Te Reo Māori skills anywhere, anytime, 24/7. Kia kaha.
Katipu, kaora, hii!
Welcome back. It's time now to get into some exercises so that you guys at home can get as much practice in as you can.
Yes, a little practice never hurts anybody. We've got some drop audio challenges. We're going to get into some more exercises using our images and some scramble work on our kupu hou.
So let's kick things into gear and hit our first exercise for today. Now, this is where we drop the audio from our roleplay footage. We're going to play a few scenes, and instead of just freeze things, we've made it a bit more of a challenge by dropping the audio and throwing you in the deep end.
Well, you don't hold back, eh, brother?
Hard, sis, you know.
Well, you guys are used to it by now, so just go hard and good luck.
Hey, Maria, is there anything I can do?
Oh, yeah, can you grab some plates, please?
Do you have enough for everyone?
There should be some in the cupboard.
Oh, yep. Here they are.
Oh, and can you get some forks too, please?
What did you guys get up to today?
Oh, I just picked my tickets up.
What's that for, bro?
I'm off to California at the end of the month.
True. You going to Disneyland?
Don't be jealous. I'm going with my tūkana.
Ramona.
Why is that?
For a minute there, I thought,
This next exercise is our famous word scramble game.
And this is where we show you a word from our kupu hou list that's all scrambled up, and it's your task to guess what the word is.
Yes, today we're going to give you 5 words to unscramble. Good luck.
A computer.
The answer is rorohiko.
Train.
The answer is te reina.
Canoe or vehicle.
The answer is waka.
Tractor.
The answer is tarakihana.
The rear or behind.
The answer is muri. Our last exercise is up, and this is a familiar one from yesterday's episode. This is where we test you on how well you paid attention to the grammar section.
That's right, whānau. You'll see some pictures of items from our kupu hou list. Now, there'll be a different number of items in each picture, and it's your challenge to answer the question about the picture using what you've learnt in the past 2 days. So, it's in your hands now, so go for it, whānau, go hard. E hea o motoka.
E whā aku motoka.
E hea o poti.
E rua aku poti.
E hea o ipu.
Te kau aku ipu.
E hea o imera.
E rima aku I mera.
E hea o te reina.
E whetū aku te reina.
Well, I think we've grilled you guys long enough.
Exactly. You've done great with today's mahi. Keep on this path and you'll be a fluent speaker in no time.
Mean, sis. Before we close up shop, though, here's a reminder of this week's learning tip.
Tēnā anō rā koutou. Knowing that a single word denotes a particular set of things in English is no guarantee that an equivalent word in Māori will denote the same set of things. Understanding this will help you learn the language. For example, in English we have separate words for leg and foot, but in Māori, waiwai is used for both. Thin can be used of people or things, but in Māori there are separate words. Rahirahi for thin, when referring to things only, and tūpuhi for people, but not for anything else. Both words have other meanings as well. Hearing and seeing a particular word used in a variety of contexts will gradually build up an understanding of its meanings. But looking at all the meanings in a good dictionary will also help you know the appropriate context in which to use a word.
Well, I hope today's revision has helped with your reo to keep all those kupu hou we've just learnt stay in your head.
All our mahi can be found on our website, along with word lists and everything. So remember to keep checking that out.
So tune in for that, but until then,
Kia mau!
kia u!
Ki tōku reo!
He mea tau toko na te manga.
Hei pāho.